Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's having a wonderful summer. I hope everybody's enjoying the time they're spending around the bonfires, around the barbecue, in their RVs, on vacation, wherever you happen to be, or when you're, just sitting there today listening on this call. I hope you enjoyed the topic we have today, which is an exciting one. My name is Don Carson. I'm a Blue Diamond. My wife, Nancy, is going to join us at the end of the call to finish it off. And we're just going to spend some time today and talk about being in the right place at the right time. July 21st is a time to celebrate in a sense because we still have lots of summer left here up in the northern part of North America where I live, which is in Canada. It won't be long. I hate to say it, but we'll have ice 3 foot thick on our bay in front of us. But today we'll be jumping off our dock and going for a swim and celebrating. But part of that celebration is a result of being in this home-based business, this incredible company, Valentus. And so, I wanted to sort of touch on today what makes a successful company, what really gets people going and gets them to be able to plug into something like a Valentus, a home-based business. You have to ask yourself when you're in a business like this or when you venture off into being an entrepreneur, what does it take to be successful? What do you really got to do to make yourself succeed in your chosen home-based business? Now, Valentus is our chosen choice, always will be. It's in our blood. We love it. And so today, the three things for me that I realized is that, I did set goals, and those goals were really early in my business career. I understood that I had to have something to shoot for. So, when you're asking yourself, what am I going to do here? What do I really want to do? And what is it going to take for me to be successful? Well, the three things, folks, are your goals, the company, and your work ethic. And ultimately, those three things I'm going to touch on today and really kind of highlight for you why this is the right place at the right time. So your goals, the company, and your work ethic. And, success comes from doing the work, and that's the key. You have to get things done. And so for all of us on this call, setting your goals, knowing you're in the right place at the right time, willing to go to work, then absolutely it has no bearing on when you join the company. Folks, there's such a false statement out there in the network marketing industry that says getting in early is the only way to make money. That is completely false. In fact, today is our 4th-year anniversary. And if you think about what this company's done in its first 4 years, which Dave is going to highlight when he joined us on the call, it's important for us all to realize that today is a way better time to join the company than it would have been a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or even 4 years ago. The complete trials that companies go through, the fact that they have to do a number of things to get to their 4th-year anniversary means that the leaders in the world of network marketing have been looking. They've been waiting for the moment to pounce, so to speak. They're waiting to come into this company when they know it is proven it absolutely has the staying power to grow at the rates that this industry can drive, the critical momentum phase, which is coming in our Valentus journey. So, folks, there's a couple of things to think about, and I'm going to lay them out for you here as best as I can. What is it going to be? What do you got to do to be successful? What is a company that, is going to be here for the next 20, 30 years of my business career that I plan on participating in? Wasn't it interesting that if you look at some of the most successful billion-dollar companies, that's been around for 30 years plus, their top earners may not have been joined those companies till even 5 years ago. So, again, the myth of get in early. Well, folks, it's so important that each and every one of us understand some basic thinking here, okay? It's called critical thinking, and it's really your why. It's really to understand, each and every one of us, what is it that we've got to do to be successful here? What is it all about our tasks and our goals that we're going to set? They're going to let us hit this out of the park. I mean, so, folks, you think about it, at the end of the day, what's important to us, you in particular, your why, is the only way that you're going to be successful. If you can't get yourself around that decision you're making to take action, then you can't have success here. So really, the success in this business, and I'm going to bring this back around when I introduce Dave, so I want you to pay attention to these 5 steps here. A why, setting task goals, wanting to do this for the right reasons is so important for you to be successful and important for this company's time that it's been here for 4 years. The focus and discipline. To think about the fact that, here we are in a company that has an absolute focus. Now, I'm a guy that, has trouble at times focusing. My friends laugh at me because then they say I got this ADHD thing and I'm flipping all over the place. And you know what? The world today is hard on a guy like me, folks. There's a lot of these people like me out there. The people that get sidetracked, the people that we call squirrels, that go left, go right, bounce all over the place. Here's why. Information overload. Each and every one of us in today's world have information overload. Our phones, our tablets, our computers, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Pinterests, everything's being thrown at us from every direction. And we have to focus. We have to get our head around what it is that we can pull out of those little bits of data that we can use for our career here with Valentus. You see, you know what? If we all could agree right now, this is so important for us to think about this on this call. We've got to agree that every single career, every successful business in the world, every successful entrepreneur or every successful business person, career-oriented person, they had to focus at one time on a task. They had to focus to be that success story. If they didn't focus, then they would absolutely have not been the best at who they are. They would never have hit it out of the park. So who are you to be on this call to think that you don't need to focus? Who are you to think that you can't shut out what you shouldn't be listening to? It's so important that when you look back at why you're here and you've set those goals, you start focusing on that task that is absolutely what you said that your why is all about. So you've got to get rid of the information overload. And that's part and parcel of why this has been so successful so far for my wife Nancy and I, and ultimately for Dave when he gets on the call. So number 2, focus. Can you focus and cut out the fluff? Get rid of the stuff. And folks, the third thing, and the reason why we're here today, 4th year anniversary, and the reason why I've been successful in my own traditional business career all these years is because I really believe, and I don't think anybody who knows my wife Nancy and I wouldn't say this, we're real. We're humans. We are who we are because we want to be who we are. We are not trying to be somebody else. You've got to remember, each and every one of you on this call today, that it's so important for you to be real. You've got to be a human, folks. You got to be a better you, and it starts with personal development. And absolutely, Dave, who, being a dyslexic man for his school careers, wouldn't let that beat him. He went through things over and over and over and over again to be able to get past some of the things that were hurting him in his early days. And so I want to relate something and give you a gift, the gift that I got very early in my business career. And I'm going to, mention something that I'm sure you've heard before, but I want to tell you once again, if you read this book, it will get you on the right path. And I honestly believe it was one of the books that I grabbed early, recommended to me by somebody that absolutely changed my life. It was Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It helped me and all of this journey I've been on be real, be a human, be somebody that wanted to. This statement resonates with me, folks. Listen to this. A great man shows his greatness by the way he treats the little man. Doesn't that mean something to each and every one of you? What are you doing to get somebody to smile? What are you doing to help somebody listen before they talk? What are you doing to remember that it's not about you, it's about them? That's the magic of being real. That's the magic of what it takes to be a successful company. And we have an owner and a leader, when I introduce them, that is going to relate I want to relate all these things to. Think about it. You've got to be real. Do you think of Dave as real? Absolutely. Now think about this statement. It's not I think I can. It's I can and I will. Folks, the success of our journey so far is based on that statement right there. And the fact that we have some great duplicatable systems in Ditto Touch, Captain Ditto, all of this is allowing us to put one front foot in front of the other. And I just want you all to know that when you start thinking in terms of, what are you going to do here? What is my why? How am I going to focus? Can I be real? You need a system. And we put that in place now, folks. You can eat an elephant one bite at a time, but ultimately you can duplicate yourself by following the systems here. So it's a I can and I will. None of us on this call are ever again going to say, I think I can do this. I think I can be a diamond. I think I can get to the double diamond level, the triple diamond. No. I can, I will. I'm doing it. get out of my way. If you don't want to come with me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You've got to be real, folks, and you've got to have that focus. And that comes with your competitive spirit. And, you know, the competitive spirit is alive and well in the team that we've been building in our organization, because we're out there doing what we're describing on this call today. But, folks, our schools are letting our kids down. They are absolutely saying things like, hey, first place ribbons, no, let's get a participation. Let's stop the kids from wanting to be competitive. I'm sorry, you can agree with me or disagree with me, but I'm telling you right now there's a competition gap that is falling apart in our school system today. And our kids are graduating from school, and they're not really competitive like they used to in some ways, and they're going into a world that is so information overloaded with competition, they don't even know where to begin, so they're getting shut down before they start. You think that was the plan? It's always been the plan, hasn't it, that the man or the whoever would say to you, you can't do it. And so who are they to tell me that I can't do this? Why can't I be a competitor and want to be at the top of this company? What is it about the other people, those people, you know, the ones that say them? Who are them? Who are they? No, what about me? I'm going to make this happen because I'm competitive. Think about it, folks. If you develop your drive to compete and to measure and to be recognized and be appreciated, you'll have a competitive advantage because you're going to learn how to help others believe in themselves. And that's the goal in network marketing, isn't it? For us all to be a bigger, better version of ourselves, to be able to relate our story to others and help them become what? A bigger, better version of themselves. And that's the competitive spirit that's in my heart. And when I look at friends succeeding on the products, losing 5 pounds or losing 10 pounds or, you know, just feeling better about sleeping or, you know, not having that anxiety anymore or whatever, you know, effect that our products have given them, I absolutely feel fulfilled in a way. Yes, the money can be great, and you can get the money flowing to you, but, you know, ultimately, what's wrong with having a competitive nature in you to help others succeed? And so, you know, in 4 years, this company has come a long way, right? It has come a long way, but it's led by a man that has had, and here's my summary of what I just covered before I introduced Dave. In 4 years, folks, it's led by a man that has a big why. He really does. You know what his why is? To make this industry great again. You know what his focus is? He shuts out and crushes negativity. If you know Dave like I know Dave, you know what I just said is true. He crushes negativity. Is he real? My God. Look at the inside of the Prosper magazine. Look at the picture of him holding up. And I'm holding up one right now because I'm looking at my buddy. I love this man. And I look at that picture, and it says, do you believe in miracles? That's Dave Jordan. He's real. And he's made things happen because he's had that focus. And when I think about the little train up the hill, well, that's Dave Jordan. I can, I will. If you don't want to follow, no problem. Is he a competitor? My God. He wants to be and considers himself, because you know what? What's wrong with that? The best at everything. You listen to Dave. He'll tell you he sings the best. He acts the best. He tells the best stories. He is the best because he believes in himself and he's focused. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 years in the making, led by a man that has those 5 characteristics of success. Mr. Jordan, star 6, come offline and share with us your story now of how we got to where we are and where you think we're going to go, my friend. Love you to pieces. And happy birthday to your company, Valentus, 4 years old, my friend. Dave Jordan.
Hey, Don, thank you. No, Don, it's our company. You know, everybody on this call, you know, when we, it's just, I get a little choked up thinking back to that July 21st, 2014. That was a special day, and all we wanted to do was make it through the first year, actually make it through the first 5 months into the next year. And, you know, to look at the numbers and look at what we've done, and then look at the people, look at the blue diamonds and the triple diamonds and the emeralds, and to have people walk up to you at conventions and say, I'm only here because you sent me a postcard from Atlantis. Wow. 1,706,000 boxes later, for over 40 million sticks, Don, that we've sold with this company. You know, I mean, now we got the optimum product that don't come in a stick right now. It comes in a tub. And I can't wait to see 1,700,000 of those Optimum tubs going out the door. I believe it can happen. Why? Because of Don and Nancy Carson, the Blue Diamonds, because of Mike and Alexis McClanahan, because of Blue Diamond Rick Geralds and Beth and Jon Arryn and Barry and the new Jen Hughes and Ted Wilson and all the leadership out there and Michelle. You know, but I look at it like this, you know. Mike McClanahan told me last year he's sitting at the dinner table, and his boy Max, hang on, looks at his dad. He says, Dad, why can't I quit school like Dave Jordan? You know, and I'm telling you, I just love people. You know, I look at some of the idols in my life, some of the people that pushed me. You know, everybody that knows me, you know, knows I'm a sports fan, but, you know, doesn't know sports like I know sports. I know everything about sports. And I'll tell you, you know, you look at Michael Jordan, you know, he says, I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost over 300 games, and 26 times my coaches trusted me to take the game-winning shot, and I've missed. But he goes, through all that is how I became the greatest player ever, and that's how I succeed. And I look at that stuff, Don. I mean, have we been perfect? Absolutely not. Have there been some things wrong? Absolutely there has. But it goes back to guys like Max McClanahan saying, hey, Dad, can I quit school so I could be like Dave? You know, I always wanted to be like Mike. I always wanted to be like my idol. The thing about it is, guys, is 2 weeks ago I was sitting with one of the best top networkers in the world, and I had a moment. And I'm flying with this guy on a private jet to the corporate office, and I had a moment 45,000 feet in the air, and I just thought to myself, what I'm so grateful for. And first it's my wife, but then it's all you. You know, it's everybody that's gotten behind the mission, gotten behind the belief of what we're doing. You know, I mean, I could sit here all day and give out stats and give out all kinds of things and go through some of the huge numbers. You know, has it always been pleasant? No, I've had heated moments with Triple Diamond Mike McCormick telling me we got to get a better coffee, we got to get this, and we did. You know, and moments with Jon Arryn and even you, Don, moments with you and good and bad and all the way around. But that's what makes Valentus what we are. And 4 years old, Don, and you know, it's the first time I've been on a call where people say, Dave, you're great. You don't fluster a word. You can sing, you can dance, you can plow right through a call and put energy on it. But today's a special day, and I just really thank everybody for being on this call. And I wanted to give out a ton of different numbers, Don. I just don't think so. I mean, 2014 to 2018, we made it 4 years. Over 5,000 Emeralds have joined this company. And like I said, another guy I look at is Wayne Gretzky. When my buddy told me to start the company, you know, if I wouldn't have did it, Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you know. And that's from the great one, two of my favorite sports athletes of all time, Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan. And I just kind of try to live my life and do the things I want to do and be the best I can be. And maybe I'm not as smart as a lot of people and as smart as some of the people out there that formulate products and do this and that, but I just got a heart that won't quit, and I love people, and I love all you, and I really appreciate you bringing me on, Don, and having a few moments for 4 years. And I'm sorry I'm a little choked up, but I'm just so excited that I'm looking forward to the next 4 years, and I'm excited to have you guys on our team.
Well, Dave, thank you, my friend. That was absolutely heartfelt. And, you know, folks, when I started this call, I gave you 5 things that made this company grow and got us to 4 years. And you heard them. You heard them from a man that has a why, who has focus, who's real, who knows he will. He can. He will. He'll succeed. He's not going to let anybody down, and he's going for it. And he has that competitive spirit. And, you know, I want to bring my wife Nancy on now because I think it's perfect timing for her to share what, you know, she found in this 4-year anniversary. And it came to her last night, I think, in a roundabout way. And Blue Diamond Nancy Carson, can you come off mute and just share from your heart, honey, what you were telling me this morning?
Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to be here on this incredible call. 4 years. I mean, Dave, when you spoke from the heart about gratitude, it's so funny because that's exactly the emotion I've been feeling. I told Don, my heart is so full of gratitude. We sat around the bonfire last night with friends, great friends, listening to music and surrounded by beauty, and we're about to celebrate a momentous birthday for a close personal friend of ours, Donnie B. And I realized that many of the faces around the fire that we were about to share this incredible day with, today with our 4-year anniversary and Donnie's birthday, is faces that have been brought to us through our relationship with Valentus. And I talk all the time about the incredible culture, but the amazing lifelong friends that we have created, that we have here, that we are taking along in our journey are just unbelievably unmeasurable. And the fact that we get to be involved in this company that is solution-based, that gives us more money, better health, more time, check mark, all of those for Don and I, it has been unbelievable. I personally get to stay at my lake house and work from this amazing place. And one of my favorite days is Sunday because it makes me fill my heart with gratitude, because Sunday is when so many other people have to leave their place of passion and go and do something that they don't want to do. And I'm just so thankful that Dave and Joyce have given us not only amazing results, but the ability to make money from wherever we want, with who we want, when we want. And the most valuable of all of the things that he's given us is time. Time to be together, time to live in the moment, time to create amazing memories with incredible people, time to be present, to not be going through the motions of life, but really living it. If you look into our lives, we're living it every single day. We are creating big moments, little moments, difference-making moments all the time. And I have such gratitude on this anniversary for all Valentus has afforded us. The more time, the better health, and the incredible time, the amazing time, the memorable time. And I just want to say thank you. And that's what I wanted to say today. I'm so thankful for everything that we've been afforded here.
Well, honey, I'm thankful for you. just having you for me is a win. So, anyways, big hug. Folks, can you hear it? Can you hear the passion? Can you hear where we are as a team, as a company? Well, there's 2 other people I just want to give a chance to wish you a 4-year happy anniversary, Dave, before I close the call out. Let me bring on Peggy DiSalle. Peggy, star 6, my friend. Can you just share from your heart? I know it means a lot to you, and I know how much Dave and Joyce mean to you. Peggy, what do you feel right this moment?
Can you hear me,
Did I lose you? Yeah, I can, my friend.
Can you hear me? I was having trouble unmuting my phone. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, go right ahead, please.
I am so not sure I can even speak at this moment. There's been so much emotion shared. I'm emotional this morning. Hearing Dave really speak from his heart. I mean, you guys, if you don't get that this is really, truly who this man is, I don't know what more we can tell you as far as how real he and Joyce are, how they have, just worked so hard to give us something that we can all be proud of. And I had a whole big plan on what I was going to say, and I can't even find the words now to gather, just because I love being here. I mean, I've been here for 3 years and 2 months of the 4 years that this company has been around, and it's gotten better and better and better with every birthday that we've celebrated. And, you guys talk about the relationships that we've created and the lifelong family friends that we now have because of Dave and Joyce, because of the vision that he had on July 21st of 2014. That is priceless. You cannot put a price on what we've created and what we've gained from all gathering together and trying to make the world a better place, just one person at a time. And by the way, kudos to your training this morning. That was off the hook. Amazing. That was wonderful. And Dave and Joyce, I just want to thank you. Mark and I thank you, and my family thanks you from the bottom of our hearts that, you've stuck it out. You have done whatever you needed to do to get us to this amazing place where we are right now. And I just feel like we are on this amazing platform of a rocket ship that is about to take off. And I can't thank you guys enough. So that's about all I can muster up right now. So thank you guys.
Oh, well, Peggy, awesome. Thank you.
Day, everybody. Happy birthday,
You
Valentus.
too. Thank you, Peggy. And you know what? One more minute from another good friend that I've learned to love like a brother in this company, Jon Arryn, Star 6, my friend. I mean, I wouldn't have known you if it wasn't for Valentus. I know you're just chomping at the bit to say something about this incredible journey. So, Jon Arryn, come on off mute.
Hey, Don. Great to be on the call. Great call. And, as I'm just listening in, and I'm a little bit not sure what I want to say because I'm a bit emotional about, where we are as a company and listening to Dave. I spent an awful lot of time with Dave. And, guys, he is the real deal. Valentus is the real deal. I've been 30 years in this industry, and, one of the things you hear me talk about all the time is that sixth element. And folks, don't ever underestimate the power of that sixth element, that heart, that passion, that energy and the vibe that we have in this company is unlike anything in my 30 years in this industry that I have ever experienced. And, as good as, and Dave mentioned, hey, there's, has there been mistakes? Has there, things haven't been perfect, but I can tell you the heart of this man and where we're headed, he is committed to make this opportunity better and better and better. He is relentless. And folks, I mean, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come where this company is headed. I am so grateful for Dave and Joyce for giving me, giving you, giving all of us this opportunity. I'm so thankful and appreciative to each of you they're working here and along with Dave and all the other leadership, my commitment back to each of you to help you in any way possible to maximize what Valentus has to offer. And what we have to offer is truly unique. And, here we are, coming up, or not coming, here on the 4-year anniversary. And, I mean, if you have, just think about what that accomplishment is. I mean, there's thousands of network marketing companies that start every single year. And there's only a handful of them, only a handful. I mean, you could probably count on one hand of companies that started 4 years ago that are here today, right? And we are one of those. And we've crossed that threshold of risk. The best is yet to come. And so I congratulate, Dave and Joyce, each of you. And I'm grateful to be here and excited to be a part of this. Don, great call. Back to you.
Thanks, John. Folks, we're going to summarize this call in the last 2 minutes here in what the keys are for all of us. And, companies, as John made reference to, that fail, that don't necessarily hit a home run out of the park, they didn't have a leader that had business experience. They didn't have a leader that had a distributor's mentality. Folks, the success here is on a result of a man that's built a $100 million company and who has been a $50,000 a month plus earner in the network marketing industry as a distributor. That's a key to success. There is often companies that fail because they don't have enough money. Folks, 4 years in, we're debt-free. That's a key to why we're succeeding here. Companies that fail don't duplicate. They have things that don't duplicate. Well, Dave is filled this with duplication now. I mean, I look at the success manual that's in our back office that you can download. I look at Ditto Touch and Captain Ditto now being such a big part of our going forward procedure and plan. It's duplication, and that's going to help us succeed. Dave is one that's putting legal in our favor all the time with the surrounding of the best legal people. I mean, companies fail because they don't have that. They don't have the backing. And on the other hand, when we think about products that are easy to share, what's better than sharing coffee and wellness? My goodness. Good health costs money. Bad health costs more. And so we're in the right place at the right times, folks. The comp plan, everything else about us is making us successful in every way possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 minutes. There's your 4-year call. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can share this with the people that didn't get a chance to hear it today. And from Nancy and I, sorry, sometimes I'm a big suck, but from Nancy and I, from the bottom of our heart, we love you guys. We'll see you at convention in September. Don't miss it. It's going to be epic, I promise you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.